cancer to Kona, and today dressed as absolute shark bait for first open water swim. And it's bloody freezing, and it's probably only going to get colder once we get in there. So I don't know what the water temperature is. I was told it was about 12 degrees, so I don't know whether that's good or bad. So I'll soon find out. Chris and Jane with us today. So Chris dragged me down here. Jane's got lots of experience with cold water, so she might have to fish me out when I have an absolute heart attack in about 5 minutes. Right, let's try and get in, see how bad it actually is. Right, so yeah, 13.4 degrees it reckons. Where are we? Open water swim.
I was blown off me out.
Let's head out first. You've got that people out first. I'm waiting for these to get out.
I was in the room trying to get this fin off.
I was trying to put it off. Oh.
You're not going to use me, isn't it?
It's not quite as bad as I thought. It's certainly not nice.
A few moments later.
How was that?
Sinking. I am bloody freezing.
Right, get out, get on your bike, go on. Fuck off for 100 odd miles.
Oh, hot shower.
We're doing a gentle, relaxed brick session today.
So then guys, as you can see from that last clip, there was very little filming done yesterday from the swim, and shortly after that last clip you can see I'm very cold. And yeah, shortly after that we went into changing rooms to quickly get changed. The idea was to go for a bit of a short bike ride, and yeah, basically I was shaking that much from the cold, and it was freezing cold in the air anyway, so riding the bike in a wet tri-suit was never going to happen. So yeah, I'm told it's something called after drop. It's basically it's when you go in cold water, and as your core temperature cools, once you get out of the cold water and the water starts drying on you, your core temperature continues to drop. So obviously you get out of the cold water, you think you're going to warm up a bit, but it's there's like a big lag in between you sort of getting out and you're warming back up again. So and it was just, I mean, to the point where I was shaking so much, like my jaw was, I was almost having to try and clench my jaw to stop it from chattering, and it was just making my jaw cramp. So yeah, it's something that I'm going to have to probably get used to, but I mean, Christ, it's May, I shouldn't be having to deal with this in May. I've got the Leeds triathlon next week, or the week after next, sorry, on June the 6th, and I just hope to God the water's warmed up before then, because that was brutal yesterday. But yeah, as an introduction to open water swimming, I did about 750 metres. I found it pleasantly easy to swim in the wetsuit. You get a lot of buoyancy off it, and you do sit very high in the water. The most difficult thing I found was sighting, and basically on a loop around the buoys at 750 metres, I did about 820 because I was snaking all over the place. I kept swimming off course and having to correct myself and turn back onto the buoy. And at one point I think the guys who were swimming with me, they got to the end and I was swimming off into the middle somewhere, and they were laughing their tits off thinking, where are you going, like? So I've got to work on sighting, and I've only got 6 weeks to do it, so yeah, hopefully I'll have plenty more opportunities to swim in open water. So that brings me on to today. We had to jumble the week up a little bit today because of yesterday. So yesterday I was meant to do this long run then, and I haven't filmed anything from early in the long run. I'm actually nearly 23k into it now, of 27. So I'm going to run down this path a little bit. I'm going to turn around when my watch hits about 25k and head back home, and that should be the full 27, 28k for the run. But yeah, I left the GoPro battery, so I'm having to cram in all this filming at the end of the run. But I've had 3 gels with caffeine in, Third one I had about maybe 4k ago now, just to give me a little kick for the last 5-10k, and they've worked really well. Again, the legs feel really good, but me myself, I feel like shit today. I felt really low on energy, just my mood's been really low, and I'm getting really stressed about the swim. I swam this morning again in the pool. I did alright, I did a couple of longer intervals and some shorter technique based intervals, but I'm just getting open water and swimming 2 and a bit miles just seems so far beyond me at the moment, and I'm 6 weeks away from the Ironman, and it's starting to put on my mind a little bit. But if it was easy, everybody would have that tattoo on the back of the leg. I've just got to keep plugging away at it and trust the process, and trust that I trust that Ben knows what he's doing anyway, and I'm sure he'll have us ready for the day. Right, I'm going to turn around here because I don't want to run around that main road again. Yeah, 1 lap around there is enough. I'm at 23k, or 2k from home. That's car past. Yeah, so like I was saying, I'm 2.5k from home, so this one's going to work out probably about 25k. To be honest with you, I'm in 2 minds whether I push on and do the last couple of k. Like I said earlier, I've probably since about 10k and I've had a banging headache, and I've just, like I said, I've just felt tired and like crap all day. So yeah, I think I'm just going to go home now, and we'll call it whatever it is, 25-26k. It is what it is. I think on the day of the Ironman, me cutting a kilometre off this fucking long run once isn't going to hurt me. So let's get home. We'll take the positives out of it today. Nutrition's felt really good. On the day I would have more water than normal than I've had today. I haven't actually took drinks with me today, just took the gels. And my loop, the first lap of the loop actually took me past my house, so I ducked in, had a glass of water and a couple of jelly babies, and got straight back out, and yeah, feel great. So apart from the headache, so we're going to head back now and finish the run at home. Pace wise, fucking nailed it. I mean, I'm aiming for about 5 minutes a kilometre. I'm at 4:58 average at the moment, so can't complain. That's exactly where I want to be. Heart rate's been pretty good like all the way through. A few spikes on hills as always, but that's to be expected. And recovers pretty quickly, drops back down to the 140s, and off I go. So running, I'm super confident about the day. Cycling, kind of getting there. I missed my hard bike session yesterday, which I was kicking myself for. Again, just felt absolutely knackered, and I wanted to do it outside, if I'm honest, and this bloody May weather is absolutely doing my nut in, and I'm so over it now, like. So but I'm looking forward to getting the full distance out of the way and being able to sort of concentrate on trying to get the pace up for the middle distance after the Ironman. So let's crack on with the run, and I'll finish it up, and the next time I'll see you, or the next clip rather, will be brick session Sunday, and it's going to be a beast. So I'll catch you then. I'm on the brick. Lots of other cyclists out today. Got swallowed up by another club ahead. Had a chat with a couple of them. So yeah, that was quite nice. And yeah, we're off down to the Dale's Bike Centre today. As you can hear, it's windy, so we've got headwind all the way there, I think. But I'm going to go get some snacks first, since my wife ate them all. Right, so it's not quite going to plan yet. I've had a bit of a disaster. I've arrived down at the Tri shop at Ellerton. Only about 20 mile in or so, 25 mile in. But Andy's not here, so I can't get any gels or anything, so I've decided quick coffee, shortcake, and then hopefully it should last me until I get the Dale's Bike Centre and I'll fill up on stuff there. If I can't get stuff there, I'm going to be bonking quite severely, I think, probably at the end of the ride, so that won't be any good. But decent practice, we'll stretch it out. See how we feel once we get going again. Right, hopefully wind noise isn't too bad. I just want to catch up some of these views riding along the valley. It's an absolutely stunning part of the world, this, North Yorkshire. And there's some great climbs here as well. There's one near where I'm going called the Stag, which is a good end. You've got butter tubs a bit further down, pretty much right along this valley, butter tubs eventually to it. It's just a great part of the world, but it's chilly today, and I'm definitely going to get wet at some point. It's been raining down here, you can see we're out on the road, but just have a look around. Swale, so first time crossing that today. Maybe a bad spot to live up there. Nice view up there. This is beautiful. Unplanned stop because I'm a bit lost, I don't know where I'm going. So, let's get some directions and we'll get back on the road. Come through about 110k, I'm on my way back to Walworth. I've got a feeling this isn't going to be quite up to the 150k that I wanted it to be today. So I've obviously misjudged the map, but just fucking Strava routes for you, I guess. And you might notice I have a new gilet on, or gillet, or whatever you want to call it. Because basically when I stopped at the Dales Bike Centre, I was freezing. So, decided to treat myself with a jacket. So, well on the way home now. Back on the usual roads that we know. Back home for the brick run. Right, back from the ride now. It was an absolute ride from hell that, and pulled the running shoes on and a t-shirt and a pair of shorts, so I'm not running around the town looking like a bloody Mexican wrestler. And yeah, out for the brick run. Right, so that ride, yeah, a few issues, not least of which I didn't have anywhere near enough food with me, so I planned on buying some. When I got round, I got to Wellington, I couldn't get any to carry with me, so I had to make do with things that I wouldn't normally have, like cakes. And I did finally get some gels at the Dales Bike Centre and a coffee, and actually tried the OTE gels, or oat gels, or whichever ones they are. Really actually pretty good. Couldn't find any with caffeine, so can't compare them directly to the SIS ones, but yeah, it went down really easy, felt fine on the stomach, and they're actually miles easier to open on the go compared to the SIS ones, so plus one for them, I guess. But yeah, overall I didn't get enough calories and liquids down my neck, and I'm straight away on this brick run, holding my usual 5k, 5 minutes per k, and yeah, I'm starting to feel it pretty quickly, so yeah, this one's going to be a bit of a slog, but we'll try and get around it and we'll see how we feel. Yep, nutrition was all wrong. I'm not getting punished with the my calves are starting to get really stiff, and obviously last week when I absolutely nailed the nutrition on the bike, I didn't have anything like this. Absolutely hammered the perfect on pace all the way around the 10k, but I'm finding this hard work today, but we're going to muscle through because we're not soft as sheet. Okay, homeward stretch, and I've bonked on enough runs now to know what it feels like. Oh, this is it. So, lesson learned for the day: prepare better for the bike, because I have had nowhere near enough nutrition on board. And I've done, right, come to about 7k now. This 10k after the bike is proven to be difficult enough. So to do 40k off the bike, which was actually longer than the bike I did today, because Strava routes did me over by about 20k. Yeah, it's going to be a difficult day, but yeah, I've got to get this nutrition right. So well, we learned something from it today. Right, let's finish this up. I'll get home. Oh my god. Oh, Jake, don't sell me, please. Alright, oh, right, stop. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, every part of that hurt today. So that's, ow, my nuts. Sorry, buddy, you can't sit there. Yeah, every part of that hurt today. So that's about 130k on the bike. Should have been 150, but the for whatever reason, my Strava route said it was 72k to the Dale Centre, and I took exactly the same route back. But for whatever reason, I'm about 20k short of what it should have been. The ride felt okay until the end of it, but that was just down to I didn't have anywhere near enough calories on the bike. Didn't get enough fluids on the bike. It was just, everything went wrong nutrition wise basically. And that made that run there, which is about 40 minutes, covered 8k, average pace of 5:04 per kilometre. So the pace is about there, but oh my god, it was just such hard work. The calves felt horrendous, and if I handle my nutrition on the bike on Ironman day like that, I will not cover the marathon without long stretches of walking. So I really need to get on top of nutrition on the bike and get on top of it quickly. So next week I think is a slightly lighter week, but there is a big ride at the end of it, a full distance, 180k. No idea where I'm going to go for it. I am going to try and find some decent climbs to put into it, but for me it's mostly just going to be about covering the distance, practicing the nutrition. I might have a short run off, probably no more than 5k I think, but it isn't down as a brick, it's just down as a long run. And then the week after that, so 2 weeks today, if you're watching this on Sunday when it goes out, we've got the Leeds, AJ Bell Leeds Triathlon. So I'm going to try and get some good footage from there. I probably won't be able to get race footage, but I will leave the camera with my wife, and hopefully she can get some footage of me going around. But I'll try and get some footage of the pro race and things like that we'll watch afterwards and stuff. And if we're lucky, I might get to chat one of their ears off and things like that. I don't know how serious she was about the invite, but Nikki Bartlett did say to say hello if I see her. Obviously everybody knows she's very active on social media and stuff like that. So to be honest, she's one of my favourite triathletes to follow because of that. She's really approachable, and yeah. So if we're lucky, I'll go and say hello to her and see if she'll give us a shout out for the channel. Right, I'm going to go and die quietly upstairs and edit this video. So I'll see you next week. Please give me a like and subscribe, because this fucking hurt today. See you next week.